This is Turnbuckle TV, the home of UK independent wrestling on demand.
Hi, I'm the Mad Dog Mike Angus, and this is a special feature presentation presented by Turnbuckle TV and Wrestle Island. Today, we'll be focusing on the feud between Scott Oberman and Kameron Solas that has engulfed Wrestle Island on the Wirral over the past 2 years. Their feud began in 2018, but now watch this first encounter between Scott Oberman and Kameron Solas.
They are the Merseyside Murder Squad!
Solas goes up to the top. Oh, he's missed it. Surely that's it. And then it is. What a match!
I just want to say sorry to each other.
What's Scott doing? What's he doing? Oh my God! Scott Oberman! What is he doing? Don't do it! Oh! My days!
Scott Oberman, you think you've got the better hand of me? It's because you've beaten me down a few times. No, it's not the way I see it. The way I see it is that we have our one-on-one match at Wrestle Island. To finally get back at you, one-on-one, is all I needed. Just a match with you, where you can't run and you can't hide. To simply say who is the best out of me and you.
I stabbed Kameron Solas in the back because I wanted to make an issue with him. If he came at me with 99% of his aggression, then it would be like a hawk coming towards me with no wings. I need to beat him because if I can't beat the guy with the most raw potential out there, what the hell am I? Where do I rank on the scale?
I have every confidence in Cam. I know what he's capable of. I know what he's like. They're trained by the absolute best. Zach Gibson, James Drake. This match is purely just down to proving who's the best, who's the best athlete. It's going to be an extremely tough contest for both Scott and Cam. I truly believe Cameron will come out on top. It's just a case of who's better, who's the better athlete, who's the better performer on the day.
No question, Scott is going to win. Scott puts more effort in. He is bigger than he is stronger than he is, he's faster than he is, he's more technical gifted than he is. He's better on what mic than he is, he's better at coming up with merch ideas, he is better than Kameron in every single way. I'm not saying Kameron isn't good, Kameron has got a lot of potential, he's going to try hard, he's going to get the fans behind him, but at the end of the day, Scott Oberman is better than Kameron in every single way. And he is going to pick up the 1, 2.
Solas kicks out!
Each of them wants to know who's the better man.
It's always come down to me and you, Anthony. It always has. Who is better, Kameron or Scott?
I have sacrificed far too much to come second place to Kameron Solas. I have worked far too hard to come second place to anyone. I have to beat him more than people even realize.
And I need to prove it not only to myself, but to every single person out there counting on me.
right now when I say this. I have got to beat him.
I need to beat you, Scott.
Let me say it one more time. I've got to beat him.
I need to beat you.
This next contest is the singles match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the infamous Kameron and Scott.
I've been looking forward to this match for weeks.
Absolutely. They've had unfinished business for years. Kameron Solas, Scott Oberman.
And I don't know
to find out who the better man is.
the promo video for this match gave me goosebumps when I saw it, because these guys have grown up together. They've trained together. The grizzled young veterans, the current UK NXT UK Tag Team Champions, the first ever, James Drake and Zach Gibson, trained both these guys. That's how far back this goes.
Their careers have run in parallel, and something has to break.
Who wins tonight could decide who goes on further in their careers.
Absolutely.
This is Scott Oberman.
And in front of me, just down the aisleway, is Scott Oberman's biggest fan, young Zach. He usually says nasty things about me on commentary, you know, on his video. Have you seen them?
He must have seen you.
I think he has.
I say nasty things about you and I'm sat next to you.
He did have his Scott Oberman outfit on a little while ago, and Scott Oberman is not alone. Dan Evans, the man with the power-up briefcase, guaranteeing him a title shot in the future, is accompanying Oberman to the ring, and does that already give Scott Oberman an advantage?
That absolutely gives Scott Oberman the advantage here. Kameron Solas is going to have to keep one eye on him and one eye on the Demolition Man on the outside of this ring.
If they wanted him to be one-on-one though, wouldn't you think maybe the referee, James Greenwood, should maybe send Dan Evans to the back?
Why? Because Kameron Solas didn't have the intelligence to bring an ally. He couldn't find anyone in the back who wants to come out with him.
They wanted one-on-one. And already, the Merseyside Murder Squad plotting. And I think it's safe to say the Wrestle Island Arena are firmly on the side of Kameron Solas.
300 idiots in this room.
And Dan Evans is going to the back.
What a gentleman.
It is going to be one-on-one.
Fair play all the way.
I think that's the first time in various shows I've seen recently that the Merseyside Murder Squad are doing something fair play.
And here we go. The bell has rung. These two young men, finally, one-on-one.
And they lock up. And who's going to get the better of this collar and elbow? Kameron Solas seems to have got the better, but then Scott Oberman reversed into a wrist lock. And another reversal into a side headlock. Nice classic chain wrestling to start us off. And Solas keeping that headlock on. But now reversed again. Go behind. Into a hammerlock from Scott Oberman, and he takes down Kameron Solas.
Score one to Scott Oberman.
We are not scoring it in Olympic style wrestling. Into it's almost an abdominal stretch. And now, again, almost a bow and arrow type situation. Oh, and that's
Hyperextending the shoulder there. You saw it bend right back behind him.
the shoulder and the elbow. That's going to take its toll possibly later on in the match.
And that's what Scott Oberman needs to do in this match. He needs to take away the limbs of Kameron Solas. Kameron Solas has the size, the weight advantage.
And he started off on the right arm, the arm that shows the tattoos, and now he's working on the nice reverse from Solas, and he takes down Oberman. But I was trying to say he was working now on the left arm of Solas with the black armband on, and that's clever. But now Kameron Solas working on the left arm of Scott Oberman. And he's got him down to his knees. And James Greenwood there, right there to check for any pins or submissions.
I see him going for that pin. He lets Scott Oberman free. Even that brief bit of respite and work in Scott Oberman's advantage.
And some beautiful chain wrestling from both men. Solas almost goes into a cover. He does get a cover, does he? No. And both men up to their knees. And we go back to a collar and elbow tie-up. Cameron into the corner, then Scott onto the ropes and into the corner. We look for a break, and now Oberman. Oh, and a slap as he comes out the corner, and slap back from Solas. And then a big right hand from Kameron Solas. And Scott Oberman looks shocked.
I don't think Scott was expecting that big right hand from Kameron Solas. But he's got some pretty big right hands of his own.
Sends him into the ropes. Solas blocks, then a big kick into the chest. Drop down. And again. Leapfrog. Oh, nice cross body from Oberman. Gets a 2 count. And again, another nice sequence from both these guys.
So it's been even so far.
Do you know what? I really wish I was just sat out there as a fan watching this.
Me too. I wish I was sat out there as a fan.
But in some ways, we have the best seats in the house. Up on the stage. As Solas goes up top. Misses. Off the ropes again now. Solas drops down. Drop kick. And Oberman rolls to the outside.
Clever from Scott Oberman. Giving himself a little bit of a break there.
Cameron goes straight out. That's a huge kick. And I think Scott Oberman's head is somewhere near the 4 bridges.
Damn near took his head off his sleeve off his shoulders there. And then he flipped himself.
That could be over. And the crowd firmly behind Kameron Solas. And Oberman really had to use the ring ropes to pull himself up then. And then drops Solas' head onto that top turnbuckle and then, neckbreaker off the top turnbuckle. And what a move that buys Scott Oberman time. And Oberman makes his way back in the ring.
Give himself plenty of time to get his breath back now.
Up off that second turnbuckle on it. Slingshot kind of move.
Catapult. Kameron Solas back outside. He's hurting badly now.
Now Kameron rolls back into the ring more to try and create separation, I think. And now Solas uses those ropes to pull himself up. And we've got to think about later on in the evening that we have the rubble and how much is this going to take out of these guys. But then saying that, they also have longer to recuperate.
We do, but if these two guys go to war, as they are, what stake are they going to be in? And we don't know what numbers they've drawn before the show.
And what a suplex that was into the cover, and Solas manages to kick out after two. He goes for the chin lock. He's got that cinched in there.
You have to wonder what damage has been done to Kameron Solas' neck here. That neck breaker on the turnbuckle. He's been outside a couple of times. Now that hold there.
It's more like a cravat.
Arching back though.
But a clever way of getting out of it by Kameron Solas. But straight back. Oh, and again, Solas manages to get out of the whiplash effect on his neck. Stunner!
And that's the thing about these two young men. They know each other so intimately. They know each other's every move.
Oh, they both went for a crossbody. And both men are down in the centre of the ring.
Massive rib-to-rib contact there.
And Greenwood is going to use his 10 count. And neither man has really moved. And both slowly in opposite corners, managing to get to their feet very, very slowly. Oh, now a forearm from Oberman. Then from Solas. And we go right back to the old days of forearm smash.
Blow for blow now. Big knee to the injured ribs.
Oh, huge! Spin wheel kick. Followed by a rolling senton. And just as Greenwood's hand was coming down for the 3, Oberman manages to kick out. Another neck breaker. Is this it this time? And this, so close.
Scott Oberman had him there.
How on earth did Kameron Solas kick out to that?
And if you look, Kameron Solas' hands haven't left the back of his neck. Haven't left the base of his skull. What damage has been done?
And you can see how slowly Solas is moving now. And look at Oberman fight. Can Solas manage to keep hold of him with that damaged neck? Oh! Pinning combination. It can't keep up. Oh, and a series of pinfall chances.
Again, you see them going tit for tat.
Anything you can do, I can do better, so they say. But who is going to be the better man? Kick to the midsection by Kameron Solas. Headbutt. And now Oberman rolls to the outside again. I thought Solas was going to dive out, and he does dive out! Over the top! Almost Fosbury flop style. Oberman off the ropes and a suicide dive! Like an arrow. And now Solas off the ropes again. Over the top. Oh! And both guys are down outside. But Kameron Solas is up. That could be it. And he manages to roll Scott Oberman into the ring. Solas picks him up. Oh, backbreaker. Into the cover. Kick out.
Scott Oberman. That's a dig. So deep there.
I honestly don't think either of these guys can take much more.
You had to wonder what these two men had to do to put the other one away.
And just listen to the reaction from this crowd. It is outstanding already and totally deserved for these two guys. Oberman. This is dangerous. We all know how hard that part of the ring is. Scott holds on. Oh, neck breaker! Honestly, how much more can Kameron Solas' neck take? And James Greenwood trying to get both men back inside. Will both of them make it?
Will either of them make it?
And would either of them be happy with a count-out victory?
We're up to 5 now. Still no sign of either man.
And from our vantage point, you can just see them coming up above the ring. And Solas, and they both get in. Just 9 7/8.
And both men though, struggling to get to their feet. Where else have they got to go? What else have they got left in the tank?
Huge, and these are just plain right hands now.
Oh!
Listen to the noise. And I feel Scott Oberman have just got a bit more behind them. Somehow. Oh, Cameron catches it. Oh, nice
Massive
German suplex. And look at the welt on Scott Oberman's back. He goes for a pile driver. Oh, my word! Pile driver.
Oh!
Oh, how did he kick out?
I have no idea how Scott Oberman
That was huge,
escaped that pinfall.
huge tombstone. And he's
Kameron
going up.
Solas going to the top rope. Can he hit the corkscrew moonsault? No!
Oh, not again. He's missed it again. Oberman drops him down again on his neck. And Solas now kicks out. I cannot believe this match.
Kameron Solas went to the well again, and the well was dry.
He's going to hit him one of these days. But advantage now has to be with Oberman, because whenever Kameron Solas misses his corkscrew, he loses his match.
He's so focused on hitting it, and it's just taking.
Oh, that's it, surely. And Oberman rolls him over. And again. And look at Scott Oberman. What does he do now? He doesn't know what to do.
I don't know about doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where he is. All he knows is he can't be pinned. And he's digging out every last bit of gas in the tank to get that shoulder up.
And he must now be thinking, can I beat this guy? Is there anything I can do? Now Oberman up to the top. Oh! Out of nowhere! And then it is!
Scott Oberman is the better man!
I don't know if you can say the better man. That both men have come out of that as stars of the future. If not the stars now.
Because he won. Because James Greenwood counted to 3. And Kameron Solas is lying there, beaten and broken.
And Dan Evans is now in the ring as well, and he's picked him up. And he's telling James Greenwood to move. And Scott Oberman screams, I'm the better man.
And he is. Only one of them has his hand raised in the Wrestle Island ring. And that is the better man, Scott Oberman.
But how much has that taken out of both these guys going into the Rumble later on this afternoon? Because Scott Oberman's got welts all over his back. And Kameron Solas can barely walk.
Never mind, Kameron.
And look at
this, the better man. Proven.
Just all over Scott Oberman's body. There are welts everywhere. And Kameron Solas wants to walk to the back himself.
One day, my friend, you will hit that moonsault.
So after witnessing that first brutal encounter between the two, I'm now joined by Scott Oberman.
I'm 22 years of age, and I'm a firm believer in you've got to take your opportunities when they arise. I was very, very jealous of Kameron because I seen him as someone who was potentially about to break out, and I came up with Kameron. We literally went to the same schools together, literally for years and years and years. So to see him on the verge of breaking out when I wasn't, it kind of knocked me sick a little bit. So going into our first match at Age of Steel, to be completely honest with you, I didn't want to bend the rules. I didn't want to twist the rules. I literally just wanted to go in there and prove that I was better than him. And that's what happened. I beat Kameron Solas fair and square in the middle of the ring. So, somehow, this then led to a second match at Guilty Remnant, but the fact of the matter is, it didn't really need to happen. He was the person with the chip on his shoulder, not me at this point. So going into the second match, I didn't really care for wrestling him. I just wanted to end Kameron Solas. And here's round 2.
Chris McMurray said so. At this time as well, I would just like to thank everyone for coming along this afternoon. I know it's Sunday afternoon, it's so good to see everybody here. You're now about to bear witness to what I can only describe as a grudge match. It's currently 1-0 in the series of these matches. And it's 1-0 to this guy. He is part of the Merseyside Murder Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scott Oberman.
And I cannot wait for this. This is round 2. What? Don't you have a go at me. Tell him he does the music. Apparently, Scott Oberman is refusing to come out, and he wants Kameron Solas to come out first.
As he should. Scott Oberman.
Apparently, Scott Oberman has refused to come out first, and is demanding Kameron Solas comes out first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the infamous Kameron Scott!
Well, that's a turn up.
As should be, Scott Oberman's right. He won the first match. And Kameron Solas, wearing the red and black gear he wore when he teamed up with the Merseyside Murder Squad on his Island debut.
Are we allowed to say the word murder on a PG show?
Well, I'm saying it. Murder, murder, murder. You just try and stop me.
I'm not trying to stop you do anything. You're much bigger than me.
Kameron Solas. Is he playing the mind games there with that red and black gear?
Well, several months ago, this match was an instant classic. I think this one's going to go the same way.
I've been looking forward to this one.
His opponent now graces with his presence, ladies and gentlemen, from the Merseyside Murder Squad, this is Scott Oberman.
And here comes the better man, Scott Oberman, winner of the first bout.
Accompanied by Dan Evans. And earlier on, I spoke to young Zach here, Scott Oberman's biggest fan. And he thinks Scott is going to absolutely smash Kameron Solas this afternoon.
Well, he beat Kameron Solas the first time round. And you look at the cold, calculating eyes of Scott Oberman. He's ready.
And Dan Evans, the holder of the power-up briefcase. He's just, again, going to let him go one-on-one. And I like it.
And Scott Oberman.
And here we go, Kameron.
Oh!
Oh, hello. Kameron Solas. Suicide dive straight out of the ring.
Poor sportsmanship from Kameron Solas.
Onto Scott Oberman, and this one's off and running. Oh, suplex. And Oberman hasn't even got his jacket off yet.
Talk about Scott Oberman meaning business. Kameron Solas, desperate for that win.
Up over the top. Oh, and then hung up to dry by Oberman. And that might just give Oberman an opportunity to get into this match.
He took the first loss very, very hard. Came back last time. Beat Terry Izzard.
In what was a really good match. And now Scott Oberman off the ropes, tries to dive himself. But misses. And into the... Oh my God!
Right into those chairs, right into the wall.
And I thought we were going through the crowd then.
Scott Oberman may be hurt there.
And some of our fans were just walking past and nearly got taken out by Solas and Oberman.
Kameron Solas up to the top rope. Massive drop kick. You'll be hard pressed to see a more beautiful drop kick than that.
And that is one of the reasons that we tell people don't come too close to the ring, because who knows what's going to happen. And now, Oberman. Big axe handles to the back of Kameron Solas. Now Solas on the outside, the ring apron. But, oh, huge boot again. Rocks Kameron Solas. Watch out, front row. Oh, Solas hung up by the back of his neck this time.
He took his eye a little bit off Scott Oberman there and paid the price for it.
Oh, and into the ring post. And now Solas is on the floor on the outside. As Oberman.
Already these two young men tired from that opening exchange. Took so much out of them.
And this, again, is where our senior official, Mike Pope, is allowing a lot of leeway for both of these guys.
These two men, desperate to prove a point, both trained by Zach Gibson. They came up together. They come up through the ranks together.
We all know where Zach Gibson is now. On top of the world and soon to be, I would say, a major star in world wrestling. Now, up from Scott Oberman to the chest of Kameron Solas.
Like pounder on a bass drum.
You could hear the thud.
Hear it, I felt it. And Scott Oberman, methodical now. He's got Kameron Solas where he wants him.
Picks him up by the hair.
There's a lot of it to pick him up on.
Into the cover. And 2 count.
Didn't hook the leg. It's a bugbear of mine.
We're into it. Submission. He's cranking the arm back and the shoulder and the neck.
Just wearing down Kameron Solas.
Bending joints in ways they're not supposed to go. Solas off the ropes now. Clothesline. And another. Could this be the opening for Kameron Solas? But no, Scott Oberman cutter. Goes for the cover again, this time does hook the leg, but still only gets a 2 count. And still, and if you look at Scott Oberman, he lets these fans get on his back and really upset him. Does he need to focus more on the opponent in the ring?
If he had one slight failing, he lets his frustrations get the better of him sometimes. And you cannot do that when you're up against an opponent of the caliber of Kameron Solas, who knows everything that you're about.
And now, back into that. It's almost like $1 million dream.
Just cutting off the airflow, cutting off the blood flow to the brain, letting the lactic acid build up in the muscles of Kameron Solas, wearing him out, taking down his power.
Solas says, no, I'm not giving up. Sends Oberman into the corner and drives him right in there. Oh, huge spine buster right in the middle of the ring. Who will recover first? Both men up to their knees and up to their feet, opposite sides of the ring, and we are back to the stalemate. Huge rights. Forearms right into the mush. And these are the old days of forearm smashes delivered by the likes of Fit Finlay. And now we go for kicks and punches and knees. Solas off the ropes, rolls through. Oh, and a huge spinning heel kick. Rolling senton.
Kameron Solas trying to G himself up.
Looking for a suplex. He's just getting it into a backbreaker. Cover. And Solas kicks out. Sorry, Oberman kicks out.
Kameron Solas trying to G himself up. Get the crowd chanting and clapping. They're firmly behind him.
He lifts Oberman up onto his shoulders, but look at his elbows. Manages to slip out the back, and then chop to the back of the neck. And now Scott onto the hair, and there's another chop to the back. And right onto those discs in your back, and that's going to leave marks and going to hurt for days. So, Oberman sent to the outside. Again, almost into one of our fans. And then what a move from Kameron Solas.
Hangs him right off the top rope. And sends him out to the outside.
Oberman's fallen to the outside. I've got no clear vantage view from my vantage point. But I think Solas is about to fly again. Oh, huge senton over the top rope. Taking out Scott Oberman. And Kameron Solas and Scott Oberman are both down on the outside. Pope outside checking on both men. It looks like they're okay. Solas rolled back into the ring. And Oberman, DDT! Right onto the top of the head. And now, turns him inside out. Cover. And a kick out again from Kameron Solas.
At the very last moment, Kameron Solas dug deep.
2 7/8. And now the crowd rise to Kameron Solas. They try and get this man back on his feet, but again, Scott Oberman's up. And Scott Oberman's been in control of this match for most of it.
Kameron Solas looks exhausted there in the ring.
And Oberman screaming at him to get up from the second turnbuckle. Dives in, oh, huge right hand.
Massive forearm smash there.
And sends Scott Oberman reeling and rolling to the outside.
Kameron Solas can barely get up, having to drag himself out of the ring.
Should he have stayed in there, maybe taking a count-out victory?
I can tell you now that Kameron Solas would not be happy with a count-out victory.
Scott Oberman fighting off Kameron Solas. Oh!
Right onto the back of his neck.
That's going to sting in the morning. There's only a little bit of padding out on the outside, and Oberman rolls in to break the count. And we go back outside.
Goes back out to continue the punishment. Trying to bring Kameron Solas back in to continue the assault.
It looks like he's going to go for another hangman neck breaker. The punishment Kameron Solas has taken here this afternoon.
Time after time after time. Right on to the back of that neck.
And again planted. Face first. Rolls him over. And again at the last second. I think we're 2 8/4 this time.
Kameron Solas, the kick out, getting weaker and weaker. The recovery time getting longer and longer. You have to wonder how much he's got left. And how much that desire for the win, for the retribution, for the redemption is going to take out of him.
And that's everything in this match. Both these men with the desire to beat the other and be the better man every time. And
these
now
two men on the middle rope.
Oh, huge power bomb.
My God, I felt that.
Oh! Is that the last gasp from Kameron Solas? Has he got any more in the tank? And again, the referee starts his count. And both men have the count of 10 to make it back to their feet.
At some point, you have to feel Kameron Solas is going to go to the well and find the well dry, Craig Harrison.
I think he might have done it in that last move. Both men back to their feet. But still, Scott Oberman looks the fresher. Chops to both men.
You don't want to get into a battle of power with Kameron Solas, though.
Is this a mistake from Scott Oberman? Trading blows with Kameron Solas. I think this guy likes the pain. He comes from the Mick Foley school of wrestling, I think.
I think they both like the pain. Oh! If they didn't, neither man would be in there. Going time and time again. Taking everything out of each other. Leaving everything.
And in he goes.
Can he hit this corkscrew
He's up to the top rope. Looking for that corkscrew moonsault. And no.
Oberman just getting up there to knock him down.
Any gentleman watching will know how that feels, I think. That's something you don't want to do.
Going up again for another big old move.
And off the top rope.
And high back suplex from Scott Oberman off the middle rope.
And a single arm cover. And again a kick out. Oberman just literally rolled his arm on top of Solas there.
And my God, you have got to admire the heart of these two young men.
True ring warriors. We've just had a fight with a bottle of water and both lost.
You loosened it up for me, Harrison. You loosened it up for me.
Roll up from over. No, he's gone for it.
The Shankly Gate!
Oh, what a...
The Shankly Gate! Zach Gibson's move!
My
Zach
word!
Gibson trained these two young men. And Kameron Solas digging deep. Has he got Scott Oberman?
And what a way this would be to win. Oh, and he's released it. What happened there? When Pope's gone out the ring. What happened there? Did you see what? Did Scott Oberman just push Mike Pope out the ring?
You have to admire the ring craft of
And
the
Scott
man.
Oberman's got a chair. No, says Kameron Solas. Lifts him up. Oberman's up. Oh, tombstone on the chair.
Scott Oberman may be down and out.
He can have a broken neck.
But Mike Pope is down and out on the outside. Nobody's there. The crowd are counting, but the crowd don't matter.
And
what matters
our
is
security,
Mike Pope.
our ring crew are on the outside. And there's a super kick this time from Solas. Charlie Brennan and Peter are on the outside. Checking on Mike Pope.
And Kameron Solas
goes
goes up
for the
again.
moonsault, and he's missed it again.
No, every time.
I believe he's hit it once recently, but never here at Wrestle Island. And this chair, oh no, right across the back. And again, and again. And Scott Oberman is just walloping Kameron Solas with a chair.
And I swear, Scott Oberman bent the chair over the back of Kameron Solas.
That chair had a few dents in before. It's got even more in now. And Mike Pope being held back into the ring.
And I said before about Scott Oberman being down and out. Kameron Solas can't even reach the rope.
He does now. And Mike Pope just doesn't know what happened. We say he doesn't know what happened most of the time, but
I was about to say that's not unusual for Mike Pope.
when he gets knocked out to the outside, and Kameron Solas could be very, very hurt here. He can barely, can he drag himself to his feet?
Scott Oberman.
And Mike Pope has called for the belt. Has he called for the belt? Has he? No. He's trying to check if Kameron Solas can continue.
Kameron Solas screaming that he needs to win.
And no, that's it. And Mike Pope has called for the belt.
And Scott Oberman once again.
But this time he wins by knockout. And I haven't seen this in a long time when the referee has to stop the bout.
If he can't answer the referee, he cannot continue.
I quite agree. And now Dan Evans out to join his partner. And Scott Oberman has got a microphone. And that's what the Wrestle Island faithful think of Scott Oberman.
How did he keep?
Scott Oberman berating Kameron Solas.
He's got him there.
I think Scott Oberman is diving off the deep end here. I don't think that's a way to get yourself over.
Scott Oberman doesn't need these people.
And now Kameron Solas up to his knees.
He beat Kameron Solas once. He destroyed him this time.
Now listen to these people.
You're trusting on a failure.
And the better man has his arm raised once again.
And where does Kameron Solas go from here? Hold on. Solas has got the microphone now. And did you hear what Kameron Solas just said? I don't think I can be your hero anymore. And he's taking off his boots.
You ask where Kameron Solas goes from here. Where
No.
he goes is rock bottom.
And Kameron Solas has taken off his boots and left them in the ring. And what are we witnessing here? Is this the end of Kameron Solas?
I told you Cameron needed that win. He needed the redemption. But he's broken.
And Kameron Solas is a dejected man walking to the back.
What an honour it has been to watch this feud develop at Wrestle Island on the Wirral. And this week, Sunday, February 23rd, we're going to see the culmination. The third match in this grudge match series. We're going to see Kameron Solas taking on Scott Oberman. And at this time, Kameron Solas. Cam, welcome to Turnbuckle TV.
This rivalry has taken me and Scott to the limit. The fact that he's turned on me and smashed me with a chair to the point where I didn't even know if I could wrestle anymore. I didn't know if I could face that anymore. Like, the depression, the anxiety. I left my boots in that ring and I didn't know what I could do. But you know what? When I came back and that entire crowd just lifted themselves screaming because I stepped foot in that ring again. And I had to thank every single person because not only am I back, I'm back to face Scott Oberman one more time. Because listen here, I am going to pick you up and drop you on your head. I am sick and tired of being put down every single opportunity I ever get. Wrestle Island is giving us so much. So when this match happens on Sunday, we are going to take each other to the absolute limit.
Sunday, 23rd of February, Wrestle Island. Make sure you're there.
Solas has taken off his boots and left them in the ring. What are we witnessing here? Is this the end of Kameron Solas?
Ladies and gentlemen, the infamous Kameron Solas!
I wasn't expecting Kameron Solas! Oh no. This is a sick joke.
The man who ended Kameron Solas' Wrestle Island run.
Stop! 1, 2, 3!
If Mike Pope isn't there to count it. Oh, low blow! Low blow, roll up! He's got the tights as well! And Scott Oberman's the number one contender to the Wrestle Island Championship. And there's Dan Evans! Dan Evans is there! That's the briefcase! That's the briefcase! Cover! And Dan Evans is the champion! Dan Evans is the new Wrestle Island champion!
I'm here to discuss my current situation at Wrestle Island. Until someone can dethrone Scott Oberman as number one contender, I refuse to defend my belt at Wrestle Island. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Merseyside Mercenary Squad.